Bulginaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
And Fiji, in this bulletin, conditions to lifting Suva lockdown. FSC staff take unpaid leave. And FNPF assistance for TC Herald affected members.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
Prime Minister Voring Bainimarama has renewed his warning that certain conditions have to be met before the Suva lockdown is lifted. In a national address yesterday evening, Bainimarama said the health teams must have screened over 150,000 people in the Suva confined area before he will consider relaxing restrictions on movement. He's urging Fijians to cooperate with the medical screening teams, as it only takes a few moments to have your temperature checked.
I want to be clear. While the Suva lockdown is scheduled to be lifted on Friday morning, that will not happen unless we've satisfied that enough Fijians have been screened by our mobile teams and at our clinics. If not, the lockdown can and will easily be extended.
Bainimarama warns if COVID-19 spirals into an epidemic in Fiji, you or someone you love could all too easily be counted among the victims. He says some countries thought they had the virus under control and went so far as to relax restrictions, but they have seen case numbers flare back up. He stresses Fiji can't risk those same mistakes.
We acted early to squash the spread of the virus. We shut our borders to high-risk countries. We closed nightclubs, we closed gyms, we closed swimming pools and banned contact sports. We extended school holidays. A stay-at-home order is in place unless Fijians have life-sustaining reasons to travel. We have a nationwide curfew in effect from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Of the 649 COVID-19 tests to date, the total confirmed cases continue to remain at 16, and all of these patients are in stable condition. The Prime Minister says day by day, these directives are helping win the war against COVID-19.
But any success in this campaign won't mean a thing if our measures lift even one day too early. These rules certainly won't count for anything if Fijians carelessly dismiss them. So these measures cannot relent, and neither can our willingness to do the right thing.
130 employees of the Fiji Sugar Corporation have been sent on 4 months unpaid leave as COVID-19 takes a toll on the sugar industry. Chief Executive Graham Clark confirms pay cuts ranging from a minimum of 15% for executive management, 7.5% for staff officers, and 5% for all non-staff employees have also been implemented with immediate effect. 130 employees across all operations will take unpaid leave for an initial term of 4 months. Expiring contracts and retirement policies will also be implemented as they fall due. Other measures include buying essential items only, tighter controls and reduction of maintenance spending, and scaling back services and contracted activities. Fiji National Provident Fund members affected by Tropical Cyclone Harold can apply for $2,000 assistance per household. The fund has activated a natural disaster withdrawal scheme. Chief Executive Chauchi Koroi says teams will be deployed today to inspect and collect applications from members in areas classified as worst affected by the National Disaster Management Office. Koroi says the outcome of the NDMO assessments will also include a confirmed listing of households affected in the identified locations. He says this is the initial relief, and if the damage is considerable, members can also apply for the normal housing withdrawal or to repair or rebuild their homes. Members must liaise with their village headman Oturangani Koros or the advisory councillors, as the teams will base their assessments on the recommendations of these officials. Koroi adds that with the current health restrictions and strict advisories relating to COVID-19, FNPF inspectors will visit the affected areas with the application forms in hand. Eligible members will need to complete the forms and revert to the fund inspectors on site. COVID-19 has worsened the spread of fake news, misinformation and the propagation of hate speech on social media. Fiji Human Rights and Anti-Discrimination Commission Director Ashwin Raj says COVID-19 has encouraged vilification on the basis of race, religion, ethnicity and place of origin. Raj adds this has put lives at risk and highlights this is a burden on authorities who have to stretch their resources to set the record straight on fake news and hate speech.
Not only does this put lives at risk, but it equally places an enormous burden on authorities and state resources which will be stretched to its limit in containing not only the spread of the virus, but equally containing with the same zeal the spread of misinformation, fake news and hate speech by having to focus their energy and efforts in ascertaining the facts and setting the record straight.
The Fiji police force has also warned social media users they will be held responsible for sharing posts which contain false information. The warning comes after social media posts were shared following the death of a remand prisoner at the Lotoka hospital. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought unprecedented challenges to the global economy. In Fiji, the uncertainty around us has dampened the business and consumer confidence. Local Government Minister Premila Kumar says with emphasis made on stopping unnecessary movement, there is less spending by consumers.
Obviously, COVID-19 is such a disease that it requires a very special treatment, which simply means stay home. And when it comes to trade, you can't do business if people are staying home. Staying home simply means you're not spending at home. You got to be out of your home to spend your money.
Non-essential businesses have been closed for some weeks now in an effort to stop the spread of the deadly virus. Kumar says while each business is facing a different set of challenges, they're all fighting a common enemy. More than 100 farmers in Valley Road, Singatoka have been badly affected by Tropical Cyclone Harold. Sanjay Ram, who supplies fruits and vegetables through the Suva market, says he's lost everything on his farm. Ram made his last delivery of 47 crates of pawpaws at the lockdown border in the line of Lami to a Suva vendor on Monday. He says on a normal day, he would have more than 70 crates of fruits and vegetables.
We have nothing left on our farms due to the flood, and now it will take us more than 3 months to improve and recover what we have lost.
Fijians affected by Tropical Cyclone Harold are urged to seek counselling sessions from relevant agencies such as Empower Pacific. Chief Executive Patrick Morgan says natural hazards and emergencies often leave people scarred, and this could lead to psychological issues. 9 trained counsellors are part of the disaster relief teams in Kandavu, Yasiasa Moala and the Southern Lao Group.
It's just not psychological first aid, it's other things that we also do cover. And we're also trying to look at long-term counselling support for those that are severely affected. And often traumas like this will have memories for some time, and that needs to be helped.
And Fiji FA mourns loss of former national rank.
Oira na ngone no de nunu enda be singe ni mataka.
Mersusunga da kena loma dina kena mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitaro bina no rabaksa ngai ka wala loma taki na ngone. Dala bina oya o meliki.
Bulre o ya Samuel Samuel.
Nama kiki rau enda be mataka.
Oniti kena makarombuka.
Ni wai tiri kalima na miniti me ono kina tiri na kaloko. Ena Radio Fiji One na ndomo ibiti.
Inau kina na mataka. Dan ramai na singabo.
Welcome back. Flying Fijians halfback Nicola Matawalu is not letting the COVID-19 pandemic sway him from his goals. Matawalu has been busy with his kids during the lockdown period. The former Suva Grammar School student has also converted his garage into a gym where he trains with his children.
Everything is fine, everything is good. Been busy with my 2 boys, Junior and Casey. Been trying to teach Junior how to ride a bike. Now he's riding a bike now. Cooking, breakfast, make breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Matawalu currently lives and plays for Scottish club Glasgow Warriors. Plans to reboot the NRL competition have been welcomed by Australia's Prime Minister Scott Morrison. The endorsement coming as league bosses meet with broadcasters to discuss what changes are needed to keep players and officials safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Fiji football family is mourning the loss of former national rep Apanisa Diwa. Diwa, who'd been a long-time player and coach of Nandongo, passed away at his home in Vunivutu village in Lambasa. He led Nandongo to its first inter-district competition in 1989. VGFA President Rajesh Patel says the entire fraternity is saddened to learn of Diwa's passing. He was the first cousin of two former Lambasa and national reps, Solomone Datarongo and Buli Dama. Afternoon or evening showers are forecast for most places. And that's your FBC Morning News. Join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. Remember, in times of crisis, you need factual news that you can trust. Stop believing fake news about COVID-19 on social media. Fight misinformation by getting only the facts about the coronavirus from verified news sources like FBC's TV, radio and digital media news. www.fbcnews.com.fj, keeping Fijians connected with the truth.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।